Will we get a Nintendo Direct in September 2021, just as recent rumors suggest? After the Indie World and Pokemon Presents in August, it is a little harder to tell, but there are reasons to believe that we will still get one. Not only that, but possibly before WarioWare's release on September 10th. And throughout this video, after you press that like, subscribe and notification bell, I'll explain in detail why this could be the case. Hello there, Commonwealth Realm here. It may look like Nintendo is doing bare minimum on all fronts for releases in 2021, even through their new hardware, the Nintendo Switch OLED model. Or in other words, simply do just enough to surpass the total Wii sales this holiday season and then begin to target the sales of PlayStation 2 from 2022 and onwards with the games they have for that year and beyond. And that ambition for 2022 is exactly what we need in order to get a Nintendo Direct this September. Not only that, a presentation of almost everything we have wanted for years now. Let's start off by looking at the history of Nintendo Direct since the Switch released in 2017. As September has been the Nintendo Direct month in 2017, 2018 and 2019. Even in 2020, which had no regular Nintendo Directs, but we got that big dedicated Super Mario 35th Anniversary Direct in the beginning of September. Simply put, September and Nintendo Directs on the Nintendo Switch simply go together. But why? That has to do with what Nintendo uses the month of August on Nintendo Switch. The big third-party partnerships, most often exclusive releases. In 2017, Mario + Rabbids Kingdom Battle by Ubisoft. In 2018, other third parties including a Monster Hunter 3DS to Switch port. In 2019, Platinum's Astral Chain. In 2020, Square Enix Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered. And in 2021, No More Heroes 3, another exclusive. Not a single time in the life cycle of the Nintendo Switch, including in 2021, we've seen a Nintendo first-party or second-party game release in August. Instead, we see Nintendo release their early summer releases again and again in what we can define as the 3 months of Nintendo's summer. In 2017, June had ARMS and July Splatoon 2. 2018 had Mario Tennis Aces in June and Captain Toad Treasure Tracker in July. 2019 had Super Mario Maker 2 in June and Fire Emblem Three Houses in July. 2020 had Clubhouse Games in June and Paper Mario Origami King in July. And in 2021 we've had Mario Golf Super Rush in June and Zelda Skyward Sword HD in July, in the same 2 months, that being June and July. A pattern that has repeated itself 4 years in a row. Simply put, after a break month from their own games in August, Nintendo usually strikes back hard from September or October, building up to the holiday lineup and sales boost. In this regard, the September Nintendo Directs are essential as they serve a number of different purposes in 2021. First and foremost is to, after E3, give the games coming out in the next 5 months or so a final presentation boost by revealing new details about them. This goes for WarioWare, Metroid Dread, which needs the continued exposure, Mario Party Superstars, to an extent Pokemon, and finally the Advance Wars remake. WarioWare is coming out on Friday, September 10th. As such, it wouldn't surprise us if we see a Nintendo Direct between Thursday, September 2nd and Thursday, September 9th. Pokemon completely skipped the 2 Nintendo Directs of 2021, despite 2 big releases based in the same region coming in November and January. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and naturally the open-world Pokemon Legends Arceus, which were revealed shortly after the February Nintendo Direct and the Pokemon 25th Anniversary Presents. And even with the August Pokemon Presents behind us and the massive exposure of Pokemon Legends Arceus and Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl in that one, it is possible that these games could also show up in a September 2021 Nintendo Direct, though just briefly, since we're getting so close to the release of both. Also, with that being said, the Pokemon Presents doesn't really reduce the chances for a Nintendo Direct, as we had similar situations in 2017, twice in 2019, and even earlier this year in 2021, where one presentation format was closely followed by the other, since there are far more reasons for a September Nintendo Direct. Namely the matter of hardware and a big new game launching the same day as said hardware. Nintendo Switch OLED model cross Metroid Dread. The Nintendo Switch OLED model was revealed for a regular YouTube upload and Twitter post in July, and will likely together with Metroid Dread have another time in the spotlight in the next general Nintendo Direct. The traditional one for the dockable Switch hardware announcements and bundles in September, all before the release on October 8, a crucial day for Metroid and its 35th anniversary title, and Nintendo and its best Switch model so far. Perhaps a bundle of the two might also be revealed in this direct, just like a Super Mario system with red Joy-Cons was revealed in the September 2017 Nintendo Direct. The white Joy-Cons are already there, so it is definitely a possibility. Just put the game with the system. And we're just getting started with titles like Splatoon 3, which skipped the E3 2021 Nintendo Direct. Something which wasn't surprising with its 2022 release and reveal right after Zelda Skyward Sword HD in the February 2021 Nintendo Direct. So with a potential mid-2022 summer release, don't be surprised if Splatoon 3 shows up again this September and is one of the reasons that we'll have a Nintendo Direct in that month. A different Nintendo game that was completely absent from the E3 Direct was Animal Crossing New Horizons, which has been rumored for a while to get a big update to keep interest among existing and newcomer players. Next, we have the annual September update to Nintendo Switch Online, since it became a paid service in September 2018. The September 2018 Nintendo Direct brought us the NES Nintendo Switch Online. The September 2019 Nintendo Direct gave us SNES Nintendo Switch Online. Even the September 2020 Super Mario 35th Anniversary Direct gave us SNES Super Mario All-Stars and the timed Super Mario 35. So what can we expect in the September 2021 Nintendo Direct? Next, Nintendo Home Console Switch Online or the first Switch Online handheld. In other words, Nintendo 64 Switch Online or Game Boy Switch Online. The former seems to be more likely as we already have a remake of the first Zelda game from the Game Boy, Link's Awakening, plus Super Mario 64 with the rest of 3D All-Stars was removed by Nintendo from physical and digital stores earlier this year. My guess is that we'll end up with Nintendo 64 and Nintendo Switch Online in September for this crucial reason: the 25th anniversary of both the Nintendo 64 system and Super Mario 64. Nothing else needs to be said. And with this update, it is likely that Nintendo Switch Online will finally be more than worth its annual fee for the retro games alone. Just think of it: Super Mario 64, Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, Mario Kart 64, the original Paper Mario and Smash, Pokemon Stadium. That alone is a great start for Nintendo 64 Switch Online. And yes, it will be without the massive rareware or rare library that is found on the original N64. But this is where we get to my final September 2021 Nintendo Direct argument. One that which in many ways combines rumors and actual leaks, namely game reveals from Nintendo and their partners. The 2017 September Nintendo Direct announced Doom and Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. The 2018 September Nintendo Direct revealed Luigi's Mansion 3 and Animal Crossing Switch. Finally, the September 2019 Direct revealed Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition with Future Connected. In the September 2020 Mario Direct, 3D All-Stars and Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. For September 2021 Nintendo Direct, I see two candidates. At least one Nintendo exclusive and one that isn't but will be welcomed with open arms. Let's take the Nintendo exclusive first. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which has been pretty much by mistake leaked at this point by one of the voice actors. And it goes without saying that Monolith Soft never disappoints, and though the game is by all means coming in 2022, that will not make this reveal any less significant. As for the other game, it could be Rare Replay. Microsoft has most likely said no to putting the Rareware games that were exclusively on the Nintendo 64 on Nintendo Switch Online. Instead, they might see the sales potential for a Rare Replay Switch port with Diddy Kong Racing included. Just think of this: you enter N64 Switch Online and there's no Banjo-Kazooie or Diddy Kong Racing, but you see that Rare Replay is in the eShop for $30. Under these circumstances, you're likely to buy it. Hence my personal hope is that with the reveal of N64 Switch Online, we also see the reveal of Rare Replay Switch Edition. Still, we have one last thing to go over. And now with the Pokemon Presents behind us, it could be Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, as it only had a teaser at E3. Though this presence might also cause the game to skip this direct and instead show up again during the Game Awards in December. After all, outside of E3 Directs, we've not seen new trailers for upcoming new 3D Zelda games in Nintendo Directs pretty much ever. You know, however, what is a routine in all Nintendo Directs? A reveal of a new Smash character. And for September 2021, that will be the final Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC pack reveal. Every Nintendo Direct so far in 2021 has opened with a Smash reveal, and with the massive anticipation for the final reveal, I cannot think of a more fitting stage to reveal the final fighter than here. And if it is Master Chief, then you can imagine the hype if it is followed by the reveal of the Master Chief Collection for Nintendo Switch, before the reveal of N64 Switch Online and Rare Replay. Perfect for both Nintendo and Microsoft, and before the release of Halo Infinite on Xbox and PC. Or they might just save the final Smash announcement for the Game Awards instead of Zelda, which is shown in this Direct instead. But that is less likely than the option we just outlined. Anyway, that is our in-depth explanation of why we are very likely to get a Nintendo Direct in the first 2 weeks of September 2021. Do you agree with our reasoning, or do you think that we'll have to wait until October, or might not get any more Nintendo Directs in 2021? Sound off in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, then be sure to press that like and subscribe buttons plus notification bell to not miss any of our upcoming Nintendo Switch, Zelda and Nintendo Direct videos in 2021 and beyond. Finally, a big thanks goes to all our patreon.com/commonrealm patrons, and in particular to our royal producer Charles Shash. You rock, and please enjoy one or both of these 2 awesome videos.